Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shadow Realm Sports Podcast, your number one podcast for everything Miami Heat, everything NBA, everything in between. The first and only podcast right here, right now, broadcast from a different dimension, the Shadow Realm. Welcome to the Shadow Realm. Episode 13, lucky number 13. We're going to start it off this way with a mystery box. We haven't had a mystery box in a while. So right off the bat, where are the Heat fans? Ain't no mystery, boy. We right here, baby. We're right here, and we ain't going anywhere. Where my dogs at? Dude. We're right here, baby. Come on now. We ain't never left, baby. There's a lot of people out there talking a lot of crap. A lot of people out there talking crap that we don't show up to games. We don't show up to games. What'd you see out there today? A sea of white. A sea of white, man. We're white hot. Damn it. We're going to lose these damn... We might need to get another mystery box. I think I just broke that one. But, yo, I'm telling you, man, they hate us. They hate us because they ain't us. Ain't us. Not the planet. And let me tell you why they hate us, dog. ESPN does not know how to cover your Miami Heat. So what are they doing now? They're attacking you sitting at home watching this podcast right now. Attacking the fans. You know why? They want to say that we don't show up to games. That's a lie. Let me get some stats for you. 497 consecutive sold out games. And we don't show up to games? First of all, it's Cuban time. You wouldn't understand if you're not from Miami. I don't even have to explain it to you guys. You know what Cuban time is. Let me see, man. Again, ESPN does not know how to cover us. So ESPN, again, gloves are off, bro. We're not getting to ESPN, Peter. I'm telling you, the gloves are literally off. They were right here before, not anymore. Because, man, I'm telling you, ESPN does not know how to cover us. So they get loudmouths like Stephen A. They get loudmouths like Angry Puppy, Mad Dog, Chris Russo, to tell you guys to bring back, all right? They had nothing to report on because obviously they don't watch the Heat. Because if they did, they'd be talking about us, right? No. So you know what they decided to do? Bring back Game 6 of the NBA Finals from when? 2013. And try to tell us that we are a bad fan base because in 2013, I was never good at math. I'm lying. I was pretty good at math. 9 years ago. 2013, the height of the Big Three era, right? Tickets skyrocketed, right? Nobody could get it. Well, yeah, you can get a ticket. But when it came around to the finals, you think you were able to afford... You think you'd be able to afford a ticket to the NBA Finals during the Big Three era? No, man. So let me tell you who was going out to those games at the time. People with money. You saw more guayaberas than you saw Heat jerseys at that time during the playoffs. You know why? Because they're the only ones that could afford it, dog. All right? They were there. Sorry, I don't mean to bash on the... Because actually, no, yeah. These weren't Miami Heat basketball fans. They weren't even basketball fans most of the time. I'm telling you. Most of them had the free shirts that they gave you over their guayaberas because they were there to impress their sugar babies, all right? You know, they had to impress them somehow. Woo! I'm worked up, man. You know, I think it's the fact that we have such a big fan base that every time they piss us off, you guys sitting at home cause up enough of a stir on social media that you guys are getting them views, getting them ratings, getting engagement for them, right? I'm telling you, man, we're a loud and proud fan base. Look at me. Look what everything I just did. We're proud. All right. So for someone like Mad Dog to come out and try to test us for a 2013 finals game, bro, like I don't. You know what? That's all I got to say about that, honestly. 497 consecutive sold out games. 5th best streak in NBA history. You guys are just taking pictures of the first 2 minutes of the first quarter. Like I said, everybody runs on Cuban time. And like my boy MIA Heatwave, an Instagram page, super dope. Follow him if you get the chance. Let me just show you some of the reasons that he pulled up. So, unlike many other cities, our stadium, our arena is right behind the water, right? There is no access point. It's only Biscayne Boulevard. We are right in front of the ocean. Only one main road access. The parking is horrendous, all right? That has to do with the horrible leadership we have here in in South Florida. We have horrible leadership over here, okay? The traffic situation could be a lot better. I know you guys can agree to that. But yeah, man, you can't find parking within 3 blocks if it isn't $50. I can. I have my secrets. I'm not going to reveal my secrets. You guys got to find that out on your own. But I get there 15 minutes early. I walk a couple blocks, and you know what I mean? But I'm not going to tell you where. You guys got to figure that out on your own. Because I don't want you taking my spots. That's it. That's pretty much it. And yeah, man, I mean, that's all I'm going to say about that. We got Let's Go Heat chants in Atlanta. We got Let's Go Heat chants in Boston. We got Let's Go Heat chant in Philly. We got Let's Go Heat chants in everywhere. We are a well-traveled team. We're one of the best teams in the NBA. Statistically, historically. All right? That's all I got to say about that, man. You guys don't know how to report on this? I'm going to report on this. All right? Heat Nation, stick with me. I will tell you the truth. I will tell you what these guys are not telling you, all right? Stick around. That was only the intro, man. Let's get right into the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got a little worked up there, but let's get right into this game, baby. Your Heat won. Why am I in such a good mood? Because we won. Of course we did. On every single earth, every single dimension, we are the winners. 109-103, and it really wasn't as close as it seemed, okay? This was I don't want to say domination again, but domination. From beginning to end, they never caught up to us. Kicked their ass, basically. But let's get right into it, man. Quarter one, Philly came out with better spacing. They were actually outscoring us in the paint for the first quarter. That's it. That's all they could get. The Heat had a very bad. Actually, both teams had very balanced scoring through the first quarter. Yeah, both teams had balanced scoring throughout the first quarter. You know, all the starters were getting their points up, 2, 4. Everybody was getting their points up. Very balanced. We had the Heat lady, right? The lady with she had a beautiful dress for game 1, came out with an even more beautiful dress for game 2. Shout out to her. Season ticket holder, courtside ticket holder, named Radmila Lowly, and she's an opera singer. So shout out to her. She made those dresses by herself, came out beautiful and just a Heat lifer. Shout out to her. And then from there on out, ladies and gentlemen, it was just your Heat being the Heat. Ended the first quarter on a 7-0 run. Had amazing ball movement in the first quarter alone. 8 assists. Started switching defensively, started loading up the paint because they were getting a lot of those early buckets in the paint and forcing them to go outside, forcing them to catch the ball deep in the perimeter, really just stopping them from getting inside and forcing them to take some long shots. A lot of them were not going in, of course. And yeah, man, that was the first quarter. Second quarter, a lot more of that. Baby Goat came on, of course, 6th man of the year. Tyler finally got his award, got it right before the game. Shout out to him. I already gave him a quick shout out in the last podcast, but man, can't say enough about this kid. Love him, and he's just a cold-blooded killer. Baby Goat. Oladipo came on, had some excellent defense on Harden, smothering him. Harden did not get anything going. I know a lot of the narrative has been, is Harden regressing? Is he not as explosive? I have said it before. He doesn't look the same. But you got to give credit to us at the same time. The defense was just amazing, smothering him. Couldn't get anything going. Also, no Embiid tonight. Forgot to mention that. Still out with that orbital fracture on his face, broke his face. I hope he recovers well so he could come back and, make this a series. And so people stop making excuses, man. I feel like people always make excuses for the Heat every time we win. Whether we win, whether we lose, people are always making excuses for us, man. Damn, getting worked up again. So, again, like I said, smothering Harden. The offense was very stagnant when he had the ball. I felt it should have gone to Maxey because every time he had the ball, the game was a lot more fluid in his hands. He is able to blow by people, kick the ball out, get some open shots. And when it's in Harden's court, in his hand, it's just, they go stagnant, man. I don't know what they were running out there. I don't know if they noticed that. But if I were Doc Rivers, I am not Doc Rivers, I would have gone through Maxey. But that wasn't the case. And again, man, to wrap up the first half, Tyler, anytime they were getting any sort of momentum going, our baby GOAT was just there to stop that, to silence that. So he had some big threes to end the quarter. And we had some Butler-Oladipo connection. A lot of people said they were beefing. What's beef? What's beef when you're throwing alley-oops to each other? Not a damn thing. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, for the half, just playing stellar defense, denying shots, forcing desperation shots, late shots in the clock for Philly. Multiple hands up every single time they were getting a shot up. And yeah, man, just a defensive clinic for the first half. Our boy Butler was doing the little things for the first quarter, rebounding, finding open teammates, and he actually ended up with 7 assists in the first half alone. So let's get into the second half. Again, more of the same. Excellent one-on-one D on Harden. PJ came out swinging again on defense, hitting his corner threes. Danny Green, former Heat killer. Speaking of the 2013 finals, and the one in the 2012 finals. 2014? When the Spurs beat us, yeah, 2014. Man, Heat killer. That guy used to just hit threes like it was nothing. And today, bro, 1 of 10, only 3 points. Danny Green, former Heat killer, lost his edge. Ladies and gentlemen, this was really just the same thing going on for the rest of the game. Maxey was their only bright spot, the Philadelphia Sixers' only bright spot for the entire game, as he was the only one getting anything going. He ended the game with 34 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. This thing keeps falling, so I'm going to put it over here. And then at the end, man, it was just the Heat were raining threes, alley-ooping to each other. It was just an all-out onslaught, honestly, of offense. And to end it on this note, ladies and gentlemen, how deep your Miami Heat roster really is. Duncan Robinson, who has fallen out of the rotation since Game 1 against the Hawks last series, came in during garbage time with 56 seconds to go. And that just speaks volume because this is a guy that is the quickest to ever reach 700 three-pointers in his career, our deadliest three-point shooter, and he has fallen out of the rotation. What does that say about your Miami Heat? We have the best bench, period, in the NBA. We got Oladipo coming in as 6th man. Are you kidding me? That's a killer coming out. Sorry, 7th man. No, sorry, I messed up. 6th man is Tyler Hero, your 6th man of the year. Oladipo coming in as 7th option. Caleb Martin coming off the bench. It just says a lot about your Miami Heat, ladies and gentlemen, that we are so deep that Duncan Robinson, our best three-point shooter, has fallen out of the rotation, and we are still winning. Kyle Lowry was not playing tonight, still winning. All right? Says a lot about us, man. Best team in the NBA. I'm a little biased. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Your Miami Heat. And that was pretty much the game, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give you some stats. Jimmy ended the game 22-6-12. Bam, 23-9-3. Our baby Go, 18-7-3. And to cap it off, birthday boy, Victor Oladipo. Happy birthday to Victor. Turning 30 years old tonight. 19-6-1. Just an amazing birthday present to himself. It's incredible to see how far he's come since the injuries. And I'm happy, man. Someone play Pepas again, man. We're going to be hearing a lot of that for the rest of the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make it to 16. We're almost there. Up 2-0 in this series. Going to Philadelphia. Looking to close it out on the road. So that was your game. Let's move on to the next one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the only other game for tonight, Dallas at Phoenix. Not much to say about this one. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. We already talked a lot about your Miami Heat. Why Miami Heat? And yeah, man, this game ended 119-95 in favor of the home team, Phoenix Suns. They're up 2-0 in this series. And really, it was just the Luka show. Honestly, for the Mavs, it was only Luka. Really, throughout the entire game, he is, like I said, bona fide superstar, man. The guy is a superstar, but he needs some help because, let me tell you what. He ended the first half, 24, 4, and 6. All right, excellent numbers. But who's a number 2 option? I know I said it before. I said before that Brunson might be a good pairing for him, but he's just been AWOL this entire series. You know, now that they're facing a better team, I want to say. I don't want to talk shit about the Jazz, but they're going up against number 1 seed in the West, Phoenix Suns, and nobody else had more than 5 points, man. None of the starters had more than 5 points at the half. The other high scorer for them was Spencer Dinwiddie with 10 on the bench. Nobody else had more than that, which is, you got to get him some help, man. I know they experimented this year with Porzingis, shipped them off to Washington. It didn't really work out. They didn't like each other, so the Mavs are going to have a tough offseason. They need to get him some help, man. Otherwise, I see Luka just being a distraught superstar, something we've seen a lot in the league, and people, a lot of superstars try to force their way out. I don't know if he's going to do that, but he definitely needs some help. Or he's going to keep getting frustrated because this guy's dropping gems every single night for nothing, to get bounced. And nobody likes that. So, Mavs, if you're hearing me, Mark Cuban, get him some help, man. Get your boy some help. But besides that, pretty even at the half because Luka was carrying them. Both teams were actually shooting the lights out because of Luka. For the Mavs, but both above 55%. There was absolutely no D in the first half for either team. Everyone was just getting their shots off and making them. And by everyone, I mean Luka. But Phoenix did have balanced scoring for the first half. It was just a team effort against one guy, honestly. For the second half, man, the refs were just like trigger happy, yo. It was like, I read a tweet. Someone said that the refs, it sounded like my birds at 7 a.m. on my window, like just chirping everywhere, man. 3 little birds in the window, Bob Marley. But yeah, man, just trigger happy, just calling everything and anything, really. It looked more like soccer out there. with all the flops and the easy calls, everybody complaining about the calls, man. It got really messy, honestly. It stops the flow of the game. Nobody really likes to watch a game like that. So honestly, I know it's a tough job, not shitting on them, but it's the playoffs, man. Let them play. Let them play. All I'm saying. Jay Crowder, former Heat lifer, again showing why he's such a huge piece to any team he goes on. A lot of the offense was running through him. Big difference tonight. He was just hitting his shots, drawing defenders, kicking it out, and yeah, man, just shows his value. Okay, I know LeBron likes to say that he stinks, but nah, he's the truth. Then it was Luka versus the fans, bro. Luka was out here by himself against everybody, against the Mavericks. Yes, against his own team. No, I'm just kidding. Against the Suns, against the fans. He wanted to punch somebody in the face when he got injured. He left in the tunnel. Someone had something to say, and this guy, he's from Europe. He's tough. You know what I mean? So it was Luka versus everybody. Luka versus the world, man, tonight. And even the fans got into it. It was crazy. The rest of this game, Phoenix woke up, went on a huge 20-2 run, and just sealed the deal. Chris Paul and Devin Booker were just trading threes at the end of the game. It was pretty cool to watch, man. Honestly, they were just going back and forth. They knew it. They had they had this connection where they're like, yo, you're gonna hit a three, I'm gonna hit a three. So it was cool to watch, man. Just seeing them connect, and that was pretty much it, man. Just a total domination. Luka kind of went cold in the second half, but like I said, man, he was doing it all by himself. He was gassed. The dude is completely just doing everything he can to no avail, because nobody else is helping him out. And yeah, man, that was pretty much it. That was your NBA action for tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, this is our 13th episode. Huge announcement. This is going to be the very last time we do video broadcasts for every single game. From now on, we're only going to do it specifically and strictly for your Miami Heat. I think that's better for you guys. It's going to work out better for us. For the rest of the games, if you guys do want to hear my opinion and my analysis for those, I will have those up in regular podcast audio form. I'm going to distribute those to everywhere you can find your podcast, iTunes, Spotify. I'll even put it up on SoundCloud. I'm going to put it out everywhere, man. You can reach anywhere and find it. All right. So yeah, from here on out, just strictly Miami Heat in terms of video. This is strictly for you, my fellow Miami Heat fans. I love you guys. Our community here is growing every single day. So with that being said, thank you guys again for supporting us. We love you. We thank you. Follow us on all platforms. Shadow Realm Sports on Instagram, Shadow Realm SP on Twitter, Shadow Realm Sports on TikTok, my personal page, Drew What It Do, on all platforms. And let's go Heat, baby. That's all I got for tonight. Peace.